Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today is a reading for Blueface and Chrisean Rock. Chrisean Rock is a Pisces. Blueface is, I believe, an Aquarius. Since the moment that we met them, they've been in a very toxic relationship. Okay, but I feel like now things have changed. I think now Chrisean Rock, she is all about her son. She has just given birth to her son last month. Okay, and I feel like she's a changed person now. And I feel like the reading that I'm about to do is not about the both of them. It's about the child and the child's future. Okay? I feel like they're going to be working together for the child. Okay? They're going to be working together for the child. Now, does that mean they're going to have intimacy? Who knows? That's all about, that's up to them if they want to have intimacy or not while raising this child. Okay. um I know that Chrisean Rock did not have the childhood that everybody wants, right? Everybody has a different situation that they had when they grew up. So I feel like there could be moments where Chrisean Rock didn't have a nice childhood, so she could be dealing with some kind of childhood trauma. I also believe that she is going to need his help, you know, raising this child because of her childhood trauma. Excuse me, her childhood trauma that she didn't fix yet. So she could be still walking around with issues about mom and dad issues as a child. And that's probably the reason why she wants Blueface around, because she doesn't want the same thing for her baby, the same thing that she went through. Okay, so I believe they're going to be working together for the next few months. And if they end up being physical or intimate, then that's totally up to them. I don't agree. I agree if you already moved on from a toxic person, then you should stay on that route and don't turn back. Okay? Now, let's do their cards here. The first card, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. And that's representing their current situation. So, strength. It's all about strength. Their strength is being tested, or his strength is being tested. Because the Five of Swords represents an Aquarius. Not just an air sign, but an Aquarius as well. Okay? So he's being tested, Can he deal with two women? Because he does have another baby mama that is at home who he was with before he went to visit his child with Chrisean. He was with his baby mama. Okay? And him and his baby mama, they were together since high school, and she also has a child which is older. Okay, he's like 5 or 6. So I feel like right now Blueface is being tested of his strength. Is he going to be a father? Is he going to stick to one person? Is he not going to be a toxic person anymore? So he's going through a lot of tests right now. Okay. And then we have the Four of Swords. It's in reverse. So that tells me that they're having trouble. And what are they having troubles with? Exhaustion. The Four of Swords is like exhaustion. It's like restless energy. It's like continuing on despite of the stress. Okay, so that's their troubles. So somebody is exhausted. It could be for both of them, but one person in particularly is very exhausted. And I feel like they're just going to push through even though they're exhausted. Okay. So that tells me this situation has not come to a rest yet for the both of them. Now we have the Queen of Wands here representing their advice. And their advice is to have enthusiasm and determination for the child, okay? And to be on your toes and to be also independent. Let's see what's going on in their recent past. Here we do have the Knight of Cups. So that's like a romantic card. Their possible, well, not their possible future, but what they wish to achieve is to balance out everything. Okay? Their possible future, we have the Two of Swords, which can be like indecisions. Listening to your inner voice when making your choices. Show me a card that represents the both of them. We do have emotionally walking away, the Eight of Cups. Okay, so their relationship has definitely changed emotionally. Eight of Cups can be like walking away or going on a new journey. Could also be a separation. Okay, so if he's still stuck on her, then too bad for him, because she's not stuck on him. But it looks to me like the both of them, you know, their relationship has really changed. Is it still physical? It could be still physical, like intimacy. But as far as feelings, it's just all about the child now. Show me their inner emotions. We have the card of Pisces, which is the High Priestess, which is fluctuating time. So they could be printing out, writing out schedules on when and where to take the child. It's like co-parenting. And then we have the Page of Cups here, which is their fears, their hopes and their fears. And their final future together in the next few months, we do have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Overbearing, bitter, unreliable, and very, very dismissive. So either another woman who will be very overbearing to the both of them. The Queen of Swords is like interfering with people's lives here. Okay, and the Queen of Swords, she's a bitch. When she's in reverse, she's a bitch. When she's upright, she's something that you can deal with, but she also has a mouth on her. Okay, but when she's in reverse, it's like very cruel energy. Now I don't know the other person, the third person's zodiac sign. She could be an Aquarius, she could be a Libra. I'm talking about Jaden, the other woman. Okay, so the other woman could be a Libra, could be an air sign, but she's coming across very, very bitter. Very, very bitter. And that's why the very first card that came out was we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So an Aquarius person, his strength will be tested, right? When the Five of Swords is upright, it is all about walking away, because, you know, sometimes the victory isn't worth the price. So he's able to walk away. But he's being tested right now. And this is also a card about uncertainties and resentment. So he could be somebody could be going through resentment, which is, he's the one that's going to have his strength tested and filled with uncertainties. But somebody is still holding on to resentment. And then the Four of Swords in reverse is their challenge, you know. Can we continue this even with the stress? They're not sure. Somebody's not sure if they can continue this relationship. And it might have to do with the Queen of Swords here. It's the other woman. Can she continue on with Blueface, knowing that he has two children from two different baby mothers that he has to juggle his time with? And it looks like he's not juggling his time, so he's going to be more with the new baby. So she's going through stress. And even though all of them together as a collective, I feel like all three of them is very exhausted. And I feel sorry for the children because they might be exhausted as well. Okay? So there's a Libra woman or an air sign woman who is, she don't know if she can continue on dealing with Blueface and his other child. Okay? And then we have the Queen of Wands here, which is their advice. What is Chrisean and Blueface's advice? To be a leader. Not only to be a leader for the child, but to be independent. The Queen of Wands is an independent person. She doesn't need anybody. She can do things on her own. And she's very determined. She has a lot of enthusiasm. But the advice is saying they are going to need to learn how to adapt. Adapt to Jaden and her dramas. Adapt to a new baby. Adapt to their lives together with a woman who is going to be causing drama very, very soon. If not, she has already started with the drama. So they're going to need to learn how to adapt to all of the situation, or, you know, I feel like they're going to break. But like I said, this reading is not about the both of them. It's about moving forward with the child and making sure that the child has a bright, happy future. So their advice is to adapt to all the things that's happening around them. If not, it's going to continue to stress them out. And it's going to continue to leave them stuck. Okay? Now, here we have the Knight of Cups. And this represents their recent past. It's a romantic card for me. It's all about expressing your creativity with compassionate emotions. Okay? So, I don't know if they restarted their relationship just recently, or they got involved emotionally but without the romantic feelings and without the romantic emotions. Okay? So I'm going to say, do these two have intimacy together? If they haven't, I think they would. They will. They will start having intimacy together, but they're not in love with each other. They're just having intimacy. Okay? But if they don't have intimacy together, then they decided to be there emotionally for the child, but not emotionally for a love relationship. Okay? And what they both want to achieve is we have the temperance. And the temperance is all about doing things in moderation. Combining forces to be a better parent. Or combining forces to be for the child to have a parental experience. A good parental experience with two people in the picture. That's what I'm going to say, okay? Now, but they're going to do it with peace. They want peace and tranquility and serenity while they combine their parental forces for this child, okay? And then in the possible future, we have the Two of Swords, which can be indecision. It's about listening to your inner voice when making choices. And to me, when I look at this card here, you see the woman, she's blindfolded, and then you see her holding up two swords. The two swords to me it represents protection. She's protecting herself from whatever that she cannot see. So if another woman is bringing drama in her life, causing drama around her, she's not paying attention to all that drama. And she has her swords around her to protect her from eating her alive, right? So this, the Two of Swords is peace restored and is also stalemate. So you cannot move forward with Blueface, or they both can't move. They cannot move forward together. If they do, if they try, it's still going to come to a fork in the road with the Two of Swords, a fork in the road. Okay, but even though their relationship cannot happen any longer, they can still restore the peace, right? And that's what I feel like the Two of Swords is saying to me. So in the near future, the possible future, they will have peace restored, but their relationship will always be still. Okay, and with the two swords holding up like this, it's like blocking out emotions and blocking out the drama. Then we have the Eight of Cups here, which represents the both of them. It represents Blueface and Chrisean, and they have decided to change their route emotionally. I will walk away emotionally, but at the same time, you know, my desires for the child, I'm going to continue my desires for the child and the child only, even though we might be going through a little bit of stress, you know. It's about a separation and dissatisfaction. Now, however, if Blueface decides to walk away from the child altogether, plus Chrisean, then, you know, that is his decision. That means he couldn't continue because his strength was being tested, and he failed the test with the Four of Swords because of a Queen of Swords. Okay? So Chrisean Rock, if he decides to walk away completely or walk away for a long time, he didn't pass the test that I guess the heavens gave him, or you gave him, whoever giving him this test, he failed the test. Okay? And it might have to do with an air sign female. Now we have the High Priestess here, which is representation of both of their inner emotions. The High Priestess is a psychic card. She looks into the future. She knows where the future is going. Okay, so they both know what to do, and they both know where to go, because it's a psychic card here. It's a fluctuation card as well. So they both know in their inner emotions that they have to take turns with the child. Okay, but at the same time, they have to give this child wisdom, because the High Priestess is about wisdom, and the High Priestess is right underneath the Queen of Wands, who is also a woman of wisdom. So not only are they going to learn from being parents, but they're going to have to give and feed wisdom to the child as well, and have some common sense and use their intuition. The next card we have here is what is this? The Page of Cups, representing their hopes and their fears. Okay, so don't let your emotions get in the way. And I feel like somebody is fearing that. If we're going to co-parent, or am I going to catch feelings again? And I don't want that. Okay, so Chrisean may be thinking, I'm talking to Chrisean now. Okay, are you going to be able to co-parent with your child with Blueface without developing any emotions, feelings, love emotions? And I say that is because the Page of Cups is right underneath the romantic card here, which is the Knight of Cups here. What I need you to do, Chrisean, is, you know, give your emotions to, and give your happiness to, the moderation of raising the child. Be happy together with him while raising the child, And when he leaves the house, you throw away those emotions. He was just there to help you co-parent. When he leaves the house, don't hold on to any romantic emotions. Okay, and I think that's what she is fearing as well. Sweetness. The Page of Cups can be sweetness. Okay, so are you fearing sweetness from him, that he makes you fall in love again? Or are you fearing that he doesn't give enough of that sweetness to co-parenting and the child? Okay, is he going to be gentle? Is this emotional roller coaster going to be a gentle ride? Is that what you're fearing and hoping at the same time? It's also a card about sensitivity, being sensitive. When you're Chrisean Rock, your last name is Rock, right? You should not be sensitive to the situation and be hard as a rock, Chrisean, while dealing with Blueface and raising your child together. Now, in your possible future, I'm sorry to say, but this air sign woman who's a bitch, she will be very cruel. I don't know how cruel, but when she's in reverse, she will be cruel. And something about this card. Now, if there isn't a third wheel, a third woman in the picture who's being cruel, doesn't have to be Jaden. Could be somebody else, like a mother figure. Could be Blueface's mom as well. Okay. This person will be very bitter, overbearing, cruel. They will be lying. And also, if she's not all of those things, she will be dismissive. Okay, so there's a person who might be cruel, or she might not give a shit at all. So if you're going to be asking for help from an air sign woman, just know that she either might be cruel or she might not give a fuck at all. Okay? Now, if this isn't any air sign persons or people, then some way, somehow, shape, or form, this represents either you or him or the both of you together, which is, I believe, I'm hoping you guys don't come across an unbearable situation. I'm hoping that somebody doesn't come across as unreliable. Okay? It looks like you guys are going to work things out smoothly, moderately, with the Temperance card here. And even with the Two of Swords here. So this tells me this could be like another woman. Either she's going to be cruel in your life, or she's not going to give a fuck about anything. Not you, not your child. Okay? So that's the final outcome that you need to be careful about. Okay? So that concludes my reading. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time.